pleasant Thursday and to have you, our wonderful listeners, tuning in on the show. Of course, August is drawing to a close, and we're filled with gratitude for the basic fact, like I would always say, for being alive. It's a gift, and being in good health. This afternoon, we welcome you to another wonderful, exciting, and eye-opening edition of the show, Eyes on the Road. The month has been packed with informative segments focused on our children, and today's edition is especially for you. So do me one favor, just stay tuned and give me your full attention. Welcome to Eyes on the Road, the show dedicated to your eye health. And today our goal is to make your drive home both informative and beneficial, of course, with the addition of mobile consultations, so to say, with our optometrists, who are giving you free consultations. You don't have to pay a dime from now until about 5 p.m. And all this is brought to you courtesy Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. My name is Akan Usen. All right, traffic still looking good in some parts of town, major stretches. I have a view from our live camera feeds. The Penn Cinema end still looking really good, but I can tell you of a shorty that it is quite a busy one with influx all the way inwards the Alakbere end at this time. Of course, we'll be looking at other stretches of town, but that's how things are looking like at this time. As the program progresses, trust that will give you more feeds. Okay, so back to the matter. To this August, we focused on children's eye health, and our theme was children's vision care. We explored the importance of good vision for learning. We discussed eye nutrition for children, and we also highlighted the critical need for back-to-school eye screenings. So the question is, have you taken your ward to go and do that eye screening? Yes. So we've covered each of these topics on previous Thursdays. So in today's edition, we'll be focusing on your voice. Yes, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear your concerns, your questions, and every other thing. We'll be addressing your inquiries on any discussion and any topic related to children's eye care, or it might not be children's eye care, any other eye-related issue that concerns you. Feel free to call in. From the very start of the program, we'll be opening up the phone lines since it's an open day. You can also share your thoughts, ask questions via WhatsApp, or any other time during the show. We look forward to providing you with valuable information and insights. So joining us on today's show, we have Dr. Priscilia Imade and Dr. Rasheedat Aruna, consultant optometrist at Modern Eye Foundation, situated at Omole Ojoduberja, Lagos. Welcome, doctors.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so
it's a beautiful afternoon. No rain.
No rain. Grateful for that.
No traffic.
Okay, no, but traffic in some places. But where you're coming from, there was no traffic. Indeed.
My journey was chilling with them, as they will always say.
As MCIs will say.
Yes.
Okay, so it's open day. Let's just remind listeners that they can be part of this show by connecting via our studio lines 080-991-20777 and 091-538-77127. Any of this will do. The first line 080-991-20777 also doubles as our WhatsApp line. So we would love to hear from you, whether via WhatsApp, whether via phone calls, any of these platforms. It will be amazing to hear from you. Back to you, doctors.
Thank you very much. It has been an exciting month. The month of August is always a very crucial month, especially when we tagged it to children vision care. Most children are on holiday from mid-July, August, and then school will be resuming by first week or second week of September. And then for us in the eye care industry, we normally push many of the tests that we do for school-age children to this season, because for children there are a number of tests that we will have to do for them that will require a lot of timing, a lot of repeats, and then we may have to use some medications that can make the child uncomfortable, and then learning or reading and writing may be a bit hampered for a period of time. So that's why in August we always want to do everything about your child's eye health that season because they are on holiday. And we've actually, discussed a number of issues as far as your child's eye health is concerned. Akan has helped us to look at all the topics we treated for these 4 weeks in August. And today, there are a number of questions that we are going to look at. But we'll actually encourage listeners to start calling in. But for some of the ones you sent to us, we'll just start taking them from now. I think, Dr. Aruna, you just take your question. Let's quickly run through them.
All right. Doctor, my child is always complaining and scratching his eyes anytime he's reading, and water sometimes come out. What could be the cause? This is Joy from Ogba. So when a child complains about scratching his eyes and reading, there is a lot of factor that plays in this. So the child is probably accommodating or having strain when reading. He may be having a convergence issue where he's finding it difficult to see the things he's reading. So that child should be taken to an optometrist for correction. He may need glasses that can help him see better so that it doesn't strain.
Right. So we seem to have a call already. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, welcome. Your name and location, please.
My name is I'm calling from Seven.
Come again. I didn't get that.
I'm calling
Kunle, calling from where, please? Ikeja. Please go on with your question, Kunle.
Some from my eyes. But I don't know if there's any issue with that.
Okay, so we're having difficulties getting you clearly. Could you just try to take that again? You said something about some part of your eye. Oh dear. All right. Could you cut the call and call again? Let's see if we could get a better reception. Or you try the other line, or perhaps you send a WhatsApp message. 080-991-20777. You can call or WhatsApp. And yes, 091-538-77127. Kunle, do call back. We would love to hear from you. All right, back to you, doctors.
Thank you, sir. Like I was saying, the child is probably having difficulty seeing what he's reading. And so because he's having difficulty seeing what he's reading, then he starts scratching the eye, try to focus more. And then in the process of scratching, tearing comes about. So those are just signs that the child has a problem in that eye. It could be an allergy. It could be a refractive error. That means it needs a glass correction, as the case may be. But that child needs to be tested. So you need to take your child to the hospital for a test. Joy from Ogba.
Okay, that's very good. I think today in the clinic we also had a similar case for the children that came for their back to school checkup.
I was going to ask how how it has been so
Nigerians
far.
like free things.
Please leave us.
We laugh in vernacular.
leave us, please.
Yes, for the back to school.
If I was a child, I would have told my daddy to bring me too. So
okay, you are still someone's child.
I'm
so
a
you
child
can
of
come,
God.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so children generally many of them complain of itching, and sometimes to some of these children they are not able to explain exactly what is happening in their eyes. One of the common symptoms they will just say, or one of the ways they can tell out what is happening to them is just by saying, oh, my eyes are scratching. So for a parent, please, if your child is always saying my eyes are itching and the child is always rubbing, just do well to bring the child for an eye examination. I have a question here that says, doctor, my vision is reducing every time. Oh, how do you know? I can't see clearly to read, okay? And this is paining me because I love reading. Oh, I usually call my children to read for me. My glasses are not very clear enough. I'm 73 years old.
Okay.
I have prostate and diabetes. Oh, sorry.
Because I know, doctor, the next question would have asked if the person was on the phone, like, how old are you?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's, I will suspect that this person have age degenerations already in the eye. He may have cataract, which can come on with age. And the presence of diabetes too can also induce cataract. We call that diabetic cataract. There is also the senile cataract. And well, for other health issues too that he has pointed out, that those could also complicate his vision. I would just encourage him. He didn't say whether he's been for an eye examination recently. He should go back to his eye doctor or call us after the program so that we can discuss more on other options, other things you can do. If your glasses are no longer clear, there are some hand lenses that you can be given. You can be treated as a low vision patient. We can give you some hand magnifiers to help you read better, since you are educated and you love reading. So anytime you want to read, you just hold those lenses to read and you are able to see. Or if there is cataract and it's matured, that cataract can be taken out. It can be surgically removed, and then you can see better. Or if there is glaucoma, because sometimes too, for people who have cataract, the cataract can be blocking the glaucoma, and the doctor may not readily see it, except there are some specialized tests that are done. And sometimes when the cataract is removed, you now discover that there could be a macular degeneration, maybe a macular hole or retinopathies at the back of the eye that the cataract was covering. So a comprehensive check will really do. Please, let's talk after the program, and then we'll be able to offer you more solutions.
Okay, so I have a question. My son uses glasses. Sorry, thank you, doctor, for the good job you are doing. Keep it up. My son uses glasses, but every time he goes for checkup, they keep giving him thick glasses. Please explain it to me. I would also like to know when I can come to your clinic. This is Friday from Egbeda. So we have what we call progressive refractive error, like progressive myopia and maybe progressive hyperopia. It means that the power of the glasses needed keeps increasing. Maybe it started with -1 or +1, and then in less than a year or about a year, it increased to maybe plus or -2, as the case may be, and then it keeps increasing. For some people, as they grow older, the power of the glasses keeps increasing and gets worse. So that could be the reason why the glasses of your child keeps getting thicker and thicker. So nowadays we have method where we can help reduce or slow the progression in such a case. And so you need to discuss with your optometrist, or of course, like you said, when you can come to the clinic to find out those methods by which we can help reduce the progress or the progression or the degeneration of that refractive error. And then we have a whole wide range of methods that can help, take care of that. So do come around to the clinic so we can prefer solution to you.
That's very good. I would really want to encourage that patient to, as much as possible. There are new technologies now. Science is evolving. The myopia, for example, there are new ways now to reduce the degenerations of myopia. There are myopia control lenses as well. There are special lenses, just like you have smartphones now. There are also smart lenses that can help, improve your vision. I'm using the word smart in quotes because, there are lenses now that will help you really, really see far way more than your regular everyday lenses can. So please do come for a comprehensive eye check and look at all that. I have a question here that says, God bless you, doctor, for the good work you are doing. I always listen to your program on radio. What are the food that can improve my child's eyes? I don't want him to wear glasses. Okay, last week we talked, or 2 weeks ago, we talked about eye nutrient for children. We talked about, the major group, which we call the antioxidants. And this can be found in fruits and vegetables. Mainly, it's not as if you can't find them in other sources, but fruits and vegetables will give you a large chunk of these antioxidants. And then if we break it down, we are talking about things like vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin C, vitamin B, all the classes of vitamins. For vitamin A, we said it helps in maintaining good vision.
Okay.
And then you can find vitamin A in carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, kale, eggs, liver, and a number of other products. I was asking if these were affordable.
Because of what what you
you're
said,
asking.
I will not call his name. One of my colleagues. You see the amount of potatoes this man bought. Oh God.
No, potato actually is good for children.
Yes.
Whether the sweet potato or the Irish potato is very, very good. You can actually mix it with egg, and the child will have a good meal. And then add some vegetables too. That can form your child's lunch when going to school, instead of doing fast food or doing packaged food or processed food. Well, you can also add thin and zeaxanthin to the diet. We had a long list, so maybe what we can also do after the program, you can call me more, and then we can look at ways to rearrange some of this food in a way that your children can benefit. And of course, we've talked about our Christmas juice.
So
Christmas is coming now.
Have that
Yes,
recipe.
just your carrots, your cucumber, your lettuce, and then you can add watermelon or a bit of ginger to it. Watermelon will just sweeten it, and then you just juice it. It's better than giving your children carbonated drinks to take to school. Just form the habit of making natural juice for your children. Even if it's just orange, you are able to juice. Just juice it naturally. Let the child take it. The vitamins in that orange will actually help that child, to develop good eyesight.
A quick detour as we check out the traffic situation at this time. Obolaji Bank, Anthony Way. I understand Northwest filling station and Total filling station along Mobolaji Bank, Anthony Way has so at this time they're not dispensing, but we have a lot of people anticipating, so there's this long queue there, so it has caused a backlog of traffic which has extended beyond Nitel intersection at this time, beyond Nitel Junction and Tony respectively as a result. However, we have the traffic managers stationed there, on the ground, doing the needful, making sure things move smoothly to the best of their ability, of course. Still talking a related stretch, yes, traffic inwards the Odoyalaro contraflow corridor. This time the back is just still by Crystal Laurel building now. It's a steady movement on Odoyalaro Bridge towards New Garage, and a good movement after New Garage to Ojota. Back to you, doctors.
Just to add to that, somebody said, what balanced diet can my children be eating? Well, generally for children can eat all classes of food because they are still growing. It's just for you to be able to sit down and make sure that these foods, they are not processed. We discourage a lot of processed food from children. It is not good. Don't introduce your children to processed food. And many of our parents these days, they always, give the children processed food.
Doctor, comment to eggs are expensive, so any alternative?
Is there anything that is not expensive now? Tell me one thing that is not expensive. But like I said last time when this question came up,
yes,
I said it's priority and our focus and what you want to achieve. Even those processed food now, they are even more costlier. They are costlier than even these natural foods we are talking about. There is nothing that is not expensive. You can buy crayfish, and then it's what you teach your children from childhood that they will grow up. Yes, and I gave an illustration with a child that is born, say, in the northern part of Nigeria. That child will be used to things like tuwo, fura, all those things. Compared to someone that is giving birth to maybe in the west, the child may be used to amala. So it's what you teach your child that the child will learn and appreciate. So as parents, let's teach our children the right dietary choices. When you teach them this food, they are able to get used to it and they eat it well, and then the nutrition that they will get from that food will help their eyes to develop properly. If you give your children the wrong diet, unknowingly to you may just be as well damaging their eyesight even as they grow up into adulthood. I know parents, we don't want to do that.
Indeed.
Yes, please.
All right. Doctor, good day, doctor. How can diabetes affect my eyes? What can I do to prevent it? So diabetes can affect your eye by leading to blurry vision. Okay, if you experience blurry vision, it's because the lenses in your eyes absorb this sugar, and then it can, in fact, when the sugar or the deposits of the sugar on your lenses, it can cause cataract, which is known as diabetic cataract, and then the cataract can also lead to increased pressure because it blocks the channel where the fluid in the eye passes through, and then increased pressure can lead to glaucoma, and then as a result of damages from the sugar level, it can affect your retina and can lead to diabetic retinopathy, and diabetic retinopathy can lead to retinal detachment. So the process is very, very long, but eventually it can cause vision loss.
Blindness.
Yes, it can cause
Irreversible blindness.
Yes. So you need to watch out for your sugar levels, avoid sugary things, rather take vegetables, fruits, and then do regular eye check, okay, so that you can prevent blindness.
We have a question that just came in on via WhatsApp. Good evening, doctors. So this person wants to know, please, how does one know that one has cataract and when it's mature for surgery? Keep up with the good work, and may God Almighty bless you more. Mr. Kokumo Shamshuddin.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kokumo. Kokumo, it's been a while. We miss you on this program. Please keep your questions coming. Well, cataracts, most time will not just ring a bell, but the major sign or symptom you notice is blurry vision, sometimes scattering of light.
Like that person that was talking about a reduction in vision, could that be also a
Yes,
sign?
it could be.
Okay.
It could be.
Okay.
So, but when you come for an eye examination, we are really able to, detect and then diagnose properly, because there are a number of things that can cause vision reduction.
Okay.
But cataract, basically, it's a major one for elderly people. And for when it's matured, sometimes if you look into the eyes of the person, you look at the black portion of the eye, you could see something like a whitish, image, or a whitish round spots at the center of that black.
Okay.
So when that happens, it shows that the cataract is matured. But some people may not know. There are some cataracts you look into the eyes, you may not see, except the person comes for an eye examination. Before it really gets visible like that, you know that the thing is really even over matured. So, but it's good to come for an eye examination. That's why we encourage on this program that don't wait until you have a vision problem before you see your optometrist. Do yearly routine checks so that many of these problems can be curbed. And then I have a question here that says, Doctor, I noticed that anytime I'm driving, I don't see well on the right side when driving. What do I do? That's AY from Beggar. If you are not seeing well on your right side, it means maybe your right eye is not working as it should. There is an imbalance in vision. You are not having good binocular vision. The two eyes are meant to see properly.
And that's pretty risky to drive.
Of course, it is, because we do right-hand drive, and many a time you may end up having accidents from that side of your driving. So please just come for an eye examination. Let's find out what is happening. I like the way people, push questions to me on this program. But beyond that, let's form the habit of, coming into an eye clinic to say, Doctor, please have my eyes checked. I want to know if everything is okay. And I always encourage people, please don't wait until you have a vision problem, because many a time, your eye problem will not give you much warning signals at the early stage, just like that. Before you start getting, repeated and serious warning signals, some damages or a significant damage could have, happened in the eyes. Okay? Yes, Dr. Aruna.
So, Doctor,
Even as we round up, let's just take that's the last question. Let's just take that one.
Doctor, thank you for your regular lecture. I have been diabetic for over 20 years, and I can still see with my eyes. I use my medication every day, and I keep to the food they said I should eat. But recently, I noticed that I started seeing things like cobwebs inside my eyes, but I can still see. I use glasses. What do I do? Elder Tade from Ikosi. All right, so when you see things like cobwebs inside your eyes, some people see it as flies, some people they see it as thread. They are known as floaters. So they are in the vitreous of the eye, a gel inside your eye. Now, it's a degeneration of that structure in your eyes. So you should go to your hospital for further counseling, actually. And considering the fact that you are diabetic, it could be as a result of complications of that diabetes that you've been managing for over 20 years as well. So just see your doctor, all right? Thank you.
All right, and Doctor, let's just have you wrap up things. Dr. Priscilia Imade.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, our listeners, please, as this month of August is coming to an end, please don't end this month without taking your children for an eye examination. School is resuming first or second week of September, depending on the school or where you are. Please ensure that you take your child for an eye examination. Let the eyes be checked. Let's be sure that your child's vision can match up with the academic work the child is going to start afresh this September. Always remember that a child that cannot see well will not do well in school. Don't let your child be counted among that statistics. I'll see you next week.
All right, it's been a great time on the show, Eyes on the Road. As we wrap up today's edition of the show, here's a final reminder. Be sure to take your children for an eye examination before they head back to school this September. We recognize the crucial role of eye health in shaping the future, and we hope no one gets blind, and that's why we bring you the show week in, week out. Also, we value your feedback on the discussions covered on the show to help us serve you better. Please continue to share your thoughts. Feel free to revisit past episodes at your convenience via our Facebook page, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, and our YouTube channel, Traffic Radio 961. Search for the keywords Eyes on the Road, and don't forget, share while at it. Our regular optometrist, before that, I must say thank you so much to both doctors. Yes, Dr. Rasheedat, Aruna, and of course, Dr. Priscilia, Imade, our very own. Thank you. We can't appreciate you enough. Dr. Priscilia Imade, OD. Okay, let's just pull that up real quick so that you know. OD, MSc, PhD in Public Health, is the consultant optometrist at Modern Eye Care Foundation, situated at plot 16 to 18. This is the address in case you need to still take your children there. We still have one more day in August. Yes, okay. Plot 16 to 18, Ogunusi Road, opposite Omoli Estate, Phase 1 by Akyode Bus Stop, Ojodu Baja. And you can contact her on 080 33 6672. That is 080 33 6672. On behalf of the production team led by Micah Aruncha and assisted by Olame Benita, Utibe Akpan, Bello Abike, also on behalf of our executive producer Taya Conley, my name is Akan Usen, wishing you a smooth and safe drive to your destinations.